Today you guys are going to be doing lesson 7, and it's relatively short. You're going to notice in the packet that there's 2 parts to lesson 7. We're going to do the first part without me, since I'm not there, and then the second part is we're going to do that with me, so that way I can give you guys some more guidance, so we can go over lesson 6, and then of course this part of lesson 7. So I really want you guys to be able to answer these questions and give me some background information and to really be able to dive deep in these questions, because I'm going to be asking some questions when I get back. So you're going to do this one. It has 3 case studies and then 1 prior knowledge question. So prior knowledge question, I want you guys to go ahead and answer that, and then move on to the first case study after you're done with that. So the first one's about cystic fibrosis. Very short little read there, and then you're going to answer some questions. You're going to notice that it starts off with question 2. I have no idea what question 1 went off to, and that's okay. It really doesn't matter. Just fill out the questions that we have, and that's no big deal whatsoever. This is called a pedigree, and essentially what it is, it shows the bloodlines of a family. And so you'll see the generations, so first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation. I use this in horse racing to determine lineage of horses and how much they can charge for a horse. But you can also do this for human beings too. Ancestry.com looks very similar to this. It's because it's the same principle. And so all we can do with this is we can look at where did certain things pop up in a family tree, essentially. So here you're going to notice there is a key. So I already explained to you guys the generations on the right hand side. So each level is its own generation. You'll notice that. And then there's always going to be a key. So females are circles, squares are males, and then colored in ones, these are going to represent cystic fibrosis for this one. Linking the parents, so that's referring to like these links here, right there, and then linking to the parents, the children. So this is referring to the down line and then down over. So this first generation to second generation. The first generation had 3 kids, 2 males, because there's 2 squares directly linked by that line here, and 1 female. And so you can go through the whole thing and kind of figure out what happened with the family over time. And so you'll answer those questions there. And then question 4, a Punnett square. So back from middle school, you guys worked on Punnett squares. I have a short video on how to do Punnett squares in the description box for this lesson. So if you need help with where do I put what, you can use that to help you out. Second case study is Hutchinson's disease. So again, we have another pedigree, some more questions to answer. Another Punnett square, and then the last one, hemophilia. So again, we have another pedigree, so we're going to look at that. You're going to notice sometimes there's no key here, and I don't think there was a key. Oh, yeah, there is a key up here, but it doesn't go by generation. So you'll have to keep in mind that pedigrees all work the same way. So females are going to be circles, and then squares are going to be males. And then usually the colored ones are the ones that are indicating that these are the ones that have whatever sort of trait we were tracking. And the other thing I want to point out here is this. So you're going to see that this is a genotype. And so this is talking about the carrying hemophilia will have a genotype of big X, big H, big X, little h. So what that means is that this is just another way, instead of saying like big R, little r, or big H, little h, this is another way of expressing it. So this is a sex-linked trait, which says right there, which means that it's carried on the X chromosome. So this X is referring to the X chromosome, and the H is going to represent the gene that is found on the X chromosome. So this looks like a dominant trait and a recessive trait. They're found on both chromosomes. And so these chromosomes, XX, well, that would be female. And then if we had X and Y, that would be male. And so use that information to kind of help you out by filling out the rest of this. I got another Punnett square. Make sure you're using these X's. All right. And then conclusion. So that's it. Once you have that done, you're done. Catch up on anything else that you might be missing. And then I actually do want you to go ahead and take a shot at the IMT. If you guys have questions, go ahead and email me.